everyone, it's Jess from Jesslyn Art, and today I'm going to show you how to make a floating 3D rainbow. So first I'm going to start by going to my multi-line brush set. There's a link in my bio if you want to get it, and I'm going to choose the 6-line brush. And I'm going to start by drawing an arc. Sometimes it takes me a few tries, but I try and get it as even as possible, and then if it's not even, I tap the edit shape button at the top there and move the blue dots until I am happy with my little rainbow shape over here. I try to make it as symmetrical as possible, and once I'm happy I tap the arrow and I'm just going to center it. You can see snapping is turned on, so those yellow little lines show up, and I just make sure that it is in the center of my canvas. Now I'm going to find the colors that I want to use for this rainbow. I'm going to use the Very Violet palette. It's also linked down below, and I'm just going to choose some of the purple colors and one by one color in every single line by dragging the color from the top and over the line, and it'll just fill in that entire line. And I'm going to make each line of the rainbow different. Now you can make a traditional rainbow. I've got a 7-line brush as well to make like a 7-line rainbow. If you want to do that, you can make a 3-line rainbow as well and choose some bright colors. I like doing that as well. And I'm just going to choose a couple of colors, and this will be the base of our rainbow. Now that we have the basic rainbow, we're going to want to make it 3D. And so I'm going to select the 1-line brush. You can also use the default monoline brush that comes with Procreate. And I'm going to choose a white color and add a new layer. Now we're going to try and make sure that the thickness of the brush is maybe about half the size of the line. So it might take a couple tries to just figure it out. Okay, I'm happy with that size. So now I'm going to trace each line as closely as possible and hold my pen down so that it snaps into place. Sometimes it takes a couple tries to do this. And if the line isn't exact, I'm going to tap that edit shape button and just maneuver it around using those little blue dots again. And I'm going to do this for every line. So I'm going to have 6 white lines going over those 6 lines of the rainbow. I'm going to speed the rest of this up so you don't have to sit and watch me move around the little blue dots. Once you're happy with the placement of the white lines, you can see it's on the separate layer, so we can toggle it on and off. We're going to go to the adjustments menu, hit Gaussian blur, and drag the pencil to the right just to about 10%, and just until you can see that those lines become tubes almost, and it gives it that 3D effect. Now duplicate the rainbow at the bottom and swipe with 2 fingers to the right to alpha lock. You can see that alpha lock is ticked over there. I'm going to select a black color and I'm going to fill the layer. So this will just make the bottom layer completely black, and I'm going to un-alpha lock by swiping with 2 fingers to the right again. To make the shadow, I'm going to select distort and I'm going to move the black rainbow down a little bit, and then I'm going to tap that blue little dot at the top, and I'm going to just flatten our layer so that it looks a little bit like a shadow. You can move it to the side slightly to make it a little bit more realistic. And I'm going to zoom out so you can see properly. So now that black layer is lying flat on the bottom, and it's kind of like a shadow. Now let's go back to the adjustments menu, making sure that black layer is selected. Drag to the right a little bit to make that shadow a little bit blurry, and it's still a little bit dark. So now I'm going to go tap with 2 fingers on that layer. That'll bring up the opacity slider, and I'm going to slide the opacity down to maybe about 30-ish% over there, and it'll just make that look like an actual shadow. And then last but not least, I'm going to add a layer right at the bottom and add a little bit of color to our background, and that's it. That's how you make a floating 3D rainbow. If you try this tutorial, make sure to tag me on TikTok or Instagram and subscribe for more Procreate videos.